No-fault law says that we're all required to carry insurance on our own cars. And that insurance we call P.I.P, personal injury protection coverage. P.I.P pays, traditionally it pays 80% of your medical bills and 60% of your lost wages. That's available to you if you're at fault for the accident or if you're not at fault for the accident. The 60% you receive for lost wages is tax-free. We help you get the other 40% from the other car's insurance that was involved in the accident if they were at fault. If you have health insurance, that'll sometimes pick up the other 20% of your medical bills that aren't paid by P.I.P. Or we frequently write what we call a letter of protection to the healthcare providers, so you won't be receiving collection notices and turned over to collection agencies. We make sure that you're able to complete your medical treatment. It usually takes between 6 months and a year. And then we pay the balances that aren't paid by P.I.P. out of any settlement that we receive. The difficult part of the no-fault law, though, is the part that I think we really do the most amount of good in helping you, and that's the part that says you're not allowed to obtain any compensation for pain and suffering unless you receive a permanent injury or you're killed or you have significant permanent scarring or disfigurement. So it's important, since that's a relatively subjective thing, there's no actual formula for how much pain and suffering is worth, to have us represent you. And so we'll work with your physicians if you're still having pain 6 months to a year after the accident, and then trying to obtain compensation for pain and suffering. The no-fault law is in the process of being changed. I expect that any change that they make will still include the permanent injury threshold, which is the difficult part of your case if it's an automobile accident. Some of the changes are being made and suggested have to do with doctors and their compensation. But whatever the changes that are made now or in the future, we'll be able to work around it and make sure that you get to go to the physician you want to go to and that your bills are paid in full.